So this is a topic from one of my old pages. It's fairly typical of a topic that's been just used without too much thought and effort into how usable it will be for students. So there's just a big long list of stuff. It's quite hard to find what you want. It's not very enticing. So I'm going to look at fixing it up a bit and making it a bit more attractive. Editing on, a bit more usable for students. So the first thing I've noticed is that a lot of sections are not together, so I can pick stuff up and drag it around. Drag and boat task files are together, the Muppet files are together now. I also want some sort of basic tutorial-y stuff. Creating a new website from scratch can go next to Photoshop Basics, and also testing and evaluating procedures can go same kind of place. CSS separate mobile sheet demo, so those are all useful things. So that's a couple of very basic things I'll do. I'll also I've got these files which are hidden from the student, but above that, the main useful thing that I would do to make this work better is create labels throughout. So I've got my dragon boating task, so I'll put dragon boating resources, and I'll make that a reasonably big heading. Heading small would be good, so it just stands out from the rest. So what I've got by doing that is a label, and I can then drag that up to the section that I have depicted. Dragon boating resources right there. Whoops, one more. There we go. Let's make another label for the Muppets. So the resource label Muppet task. Again, I should make that heading small, be consistent, and again drag that up to that area there. One of the crucial things, of course, is to delete the stuff that you don't want to be there. Didn't quite get that in the right place. Right, and I think the last label I do, just to demonstrate what I'm doing here, is add a resource label for, and this will be general tutorials. Maybe important to think about what you name these things, so that the students, when they go there, there's no ambiguity for them. When they see a label that says general tutorials, everything underneath it will be general tutorials. So that can go there. One thing I will just point out while I'm here, you see how I've got these two drop down buttons, add a resource, add an activity. I actually prefer these. The alternative, I just scroll up in this menu on the left in the course administration, so it's got activity chooser. If I click that, did I click it? Click it? Yeah. What that gives me now, instead of having those two drop downs, I've got this. I find this quite a lot more awkward to use. You have to scroll up and down a lot more and so on. Anyway, it's a choice that you can make. Some people prefer one, some people prefer the other. This one works for me. So yeah, dragon boating resources, Muppet task, general tutorials. One other thing that I sometimes do, don't always do, if I'm feeling that I really want to make things very clear as to what's what, I will just move everything, just indent everything to the right a little bit, and I'll just do that for these Muppet ones as well. Move right, move right. Let's just have a quick look. I mean, it's far from finished, of course, but it didn't exactly take us long to get there. So if I just go into switch role to student, now let's have a quick look at how that one looks. Those are all sort of hidden, weren't they? It's always good to check as a student view. But you can kind of begin to see that I've broken things up a little bit, and you can start to see how it would be a lot easier for the students to scan down, quickly spot the section that they need, and then find the file that they wanted. So I hope that helps you.